Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another episode of The Witcher 3. So I did some work, and I was walking somewhat close to our destination to wrap up Cardinal Sins as a quest, and we found this dead body, and there was a certificate
Hey,
sitting right
you!
here. So let's read what that certificate is. I at some point picked up a sword too, and some other things. So we are picking up these concerned citizens uh, sermons, which I think is part of cardinal sins. We picked up a couple of them. And then we found this certificate. Let it be hereby known that the bearer of this document is entitled to fight in the ring under the name of Zedinek. So,
You got water on the brain?
fight in the ring is Zednek. Well, okay. So, that's maybe part of another quest? I don't know. We're going back to the hospital now to say at least avenged, we killed the monster that attacked poor Priscilla, um, and we stopped him after he killed a couple other people, but we were able to stop him. We did the best we could, basically. I think we could have done more. If I'd ever seen the guy that was the monster, the mortician, as out of a cutscene, I could have potentially pulled my sword and just killed him right there. At the very beginning, I knew that he was a vampire. Oh, I suspected at least. Um, and the game quite smartly made it so that we could not attack him because he was never in any scene, as far as I recall, where I could have attacked him. If that would have totally broken the whole storyline, and we wouldn't have had the adventure. And then you get into that weird situation where, yeah, in theory, if I break the game, less bad things will happen. So, is my goal to have fun and go through the storyline of this game, or is my goal to stop bad things from happening? And sadly, my goal is to go through the storyline. Loot.
How's...
Better, right?
Yes.
Did you take care of what I asked?
Yeah. The Witcher's way.
Thank you, Geralt. For me and Priscilla.
So I'm trying to push Dandelion here to get married to her and be a good man to her.
Did my part. Your turn now. Take care of her. Good care.
I will. You'll see. Treat her better than the Dryads of Brokilon could.
She's talking again. Nice surprise.
Isn't it? Professor Von Gratz told me her wounds are healing faster than a troll's. Not the most flattering comparison, but encouraging. Maybe she might even sing again someday. For now, we'll try performing as a duo. She'll play the lute, I'll sing. Dandelion and Calinetta. Got a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Sounds great. Good luck, Dandelion. On stage and off.
Sorry, Geralt. My throat's still quiet.
Say no more. Get well soon.
What's really weird is, why did this guy just not tell me he was
Yes,
a
Geralt?
vampire? Let's see, the coroner told me about your past.
Hubert told me about your past. Even more vivid than I'd assumed.
I've not time for riddles, Geralt. Be straight or be gone.
Any truth to his claim that people died during the riots at the university? Died for your cause?
I was young and stupid. I thought a better future was worth any price, even a human life or two. But those are past sins, sins I've atoned for.
Why is the university in Oxenford closed?
Because it suits Radovid. You've not heard the story? The rector wished to grant him an honorary doctorate. The faculty disagreed. Nonetheless, Radovid arrived for the ceremony, donned a gown, collected his diploma, and when it was over, imprisoned the deans and the entire academic senate so they wouldn't raise a stink. I've been at Vilmeria's hospital ever since. But perhaps it's for the best. I'm far more adept, scalpel in hand, than I ever was behind a lectern.
Know another surgeon from Oxenford Academy. Her name's Shawnee. Know her? Red hair, cropped short, freckles.
And a hopeless idealist. Naturally, I know her. She was my assistant for a year.
Any idea where she is now?
My gut tells me she's somewhere along the front, patching up pikemen. I told her it would be futile. In the time she saved 100 lives, another 1,000 would be lost. But medics with a mission, you can't argue with them.
Interesting. So, where did I get this name Shawnee? From a previous game?
Found and killed the murderer. It was Hubert. You were right not to trust him. He was a higher vampire.
I thought nothing could surprise me in Novigrad. Seems I was wrong. Deeply wrong. Thank you, Geralt. Were it not for you, this would never have ceased.
Farewell.
Well, geez, all that conversation and it did nothing.
Geralt?
So we'll leave Dandelion and Priscilla alone. We've finished that quest. Pretty crappy ending for them, but I think they'll be alright. Yeah, I had hoped they'd just end happily ever after. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure nobody's gonna end happily ever after. If it's anything like the second game. Once you beat the second game, it was just the beginning of a nightmare of the war that they're fighting now. So, if your reward for the entire second Witcher 2 is a war, you can only imagine that your reward for The Witcher 3 is going to be equally as awful. It is an awful world we are in. We're doing our best to make it better. So, what do we have on quests? We're almost to Skellige, but we've raised our rank to 20, which now gives us the opportunity to, let's see. I bet the person that I walked into and I was just like, I don't even know what this is. I bet that was him that I ran into. So I guess I could try and go over there and see if I could talk to him again. Let's see, what are the other... Go to the... Nope, I bet it was of sword and dumplings was the one. That would make more sense. Yeah, it was of sword and dumplings, which is too high of a level. Which means none of the secondary quests are left. We can do the White Lady, though. At level 20, a level 16 contract shouldn't be too difficult for us. Mysterious tracks, no, I'm not willing to do it. Even though these colors are going green, I'd much rather not. I'm not a good enough player. Let me just put it that way. And then this one is an interesting one. We should be able to do this. It's that one we couldn't ever figure out. and this one. And so, let's stay on this. Explore the passage under Temple Isle. And when we set that as our quest, this is Temple Isle. I guess somewhere in there, the dandelion was being held, but we couldn't just simply break in there and break them out.
Help, save me.
Well, on 1.0.6, I think I may have accidentally
shit instead of doing some honest work.
It may have been released early, or it was just not really mentioned a lot. I mean, E3 is going on right now. There are a lot more interesting things to post about than 1.06 of Witcher 3. But I'm hoping it did a little bit. We starting the game here. It is raining. We're getting the rain in our face effect that I'm not a fan of. But we're not seeing any lags or anything quite yet. Part of it has to be cooling of the graphics card. It just has to be. The way they make graphics cards these days is so compact and so power demanding and processor intensive that they get really hot really easily. And even with their big old noisy fans on them, playing a game for a few hours, even an hour or two, is enough to start pushing it towards being unstable. Just enough to the point where it might lose a frame or two. And remember, I am requiring double the amount of work out of it. I am using the graphics card to play a game, and then using the CPU and some of the graphics card to record and encode the video of the game. So we gotta figure a way under. Explore the passage under Temple Isle. So we need to find the entrance to the passage under Temple Isle. And I don't think it's gonna be here. We haven't been over Temple Isle, so we're gonna just have to kinda in concentric circles look to see if we can find things. A butler? See if we can find anything. If a door is locked,
Simpleton.
should I loot the entire places? Looking for a key? Probably. If anything, if that does nothing else, it will at least get me some pretty good stuff. If it's a passage under Temple Isle, which we never saw before. It could be anywhere.
Rain. The one thing that's plowing free in this city.
Where? Is it gonna be inside a house, or is it gonna be... Should I run this direction and see if there's some way in? There's so many houses. And yes, most of them are rooms with just small rooms with locked doors. That's one way to make it seem like you built it more interior than you really did.
Plowing through the city.
So if you look over here on this side. If it's under the... If it's a passage under... It's gotta be an entrance somewhere.
Good folk of Novigrad, be not afraid. For
Little bug
fear
here.
is our greatest foe.
Either two of
Uncertain
them are
times
standing on top of each other.
Only true faith can provide salvation. Let us make offerings.
See, let's work our way down. These are entire areas we haven't been to.
The second sword, is it in case the first one breaks?
Youth these days, hair-brained, all of them.
Exact same design. Model kit homes. Oh, look at this guy. This poor guy, he's been chopped off and just placed on top of the desk there.
Nothing hurts as much as life.
Well, as we see more and more bugs, we can at least confirm that 1.06 did not fix those. Let's see. Well, at the very least, this is working myself down towards the docks.
Pam-param, pam-pam-param, pam-param.
Should I get on a boat? Swing around?
I haven't the strength for anything.
Because it's an island, we know that the entrance can't really be off the island. It has to be either around or on the island. Here's a...
So
See, I would put something there if I was gonna put anything. Let's try the boat.
Wonderful.
Oops.
Why the googly eyes? Got a case of the bloke.
Googly eyes. My cat eyes. Can I dive? Can I may be stuck. No. Barely. Barely made it out from under there. Forget the boat. Where you will. Swim. We pretty well know that the entrance can't be that. Can't be too close to the where the point is being marked, because we've looked all over there. Have they figured out some way here that... Come on. You think the entrance is somewhere near the temple? Wait a minute. They did say that the temple, I think, was built on another temple. Didn't they? And the place of power was right there. Some bugs going. It's not letting me dive right now. Possibly because of a bug, possibly because of something else. Yeah, the dive button is not working. But if there was an entrance, wouldn't it at least do me the favor of saying entrance on the map? It's done that in previous places. And apparently can't dive here. And so we're back to this point. Come on. Get me in the water so I can swim. And again, whenever I seem to try to dive and it messes up, it then turns around and stops me from being able to dive when I'm right in the middle of the sea here. What's this boat? It's just a boat sitting here. It's not being shown on the map. So he's either gonna say I can't go that far, or...
Too far afield, this.
So yeah, it shows me the boat here. Which direction am I facing? Let's go explore the temple. I mean, we have this little island. I don't know if the island is actually gonna let me on it. Some drowners. Maybe I should go towards the drowners. Don't worry, they're coming towards me. See, this like totally looks like something might be there. But I'm pretty sure there isn't. So swim to this island. The thing was just walking on the bottom of the ocean. Quite noticeably. I want to get this piece. It really probably would help to get this piece. Let's see. I feel it would be helpful. So we're back on land. We're diving. We can dive now. Get some buckthorn if we wanted. Swim to this island. I think that's everything that's on this island. And we'll just swim under here, see if there's any kind of entrance. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not back there. How would we ever find it if it doesn't pop up on the map when we get within a certain... Well, here's a little divot, but there's nothing in that divot. If things don't... This is why things need to show up on the map, and it's unrealistic, admittedly. But things definitely need to show up on the map and say, like, when you're within a 100-meter radius or so. That way, if you even accidentally happen to walk around and get anywhere near it, it should show up. And that's probably going to be a saving grace of finding this, is we're going to just walk around the temple aisle and see what we see. We haven't done a lot on there. We avoided it mostly. There weren't a lot of quests pushing us towards it either. That's also where putting quests in the game that intentionally have you walk towards areas where you discover more quests is very important. It's weird. You end up creating these huge games, and then to make sure the people actually see the parts of the game that are important, you put all of those things right next to each other, at least in the sense that there's some thread that you get once you get close to it. Something that points you towards continuing to run in the right direction.
Flame will burn away our sins.
Why the googly eyes? Got a case of the bloat?
Oh, let's go look at the temple. Wander around a bit, look for the temple.
Know what she drinks in the evening before she retires? Not milk, but blood from a sorcerer's skull. And it's a sorcerer's
I could
blood.
go with some dumplings.
Yes, yes, definitely, of course. You expect me to believe that?
Let's see. More and more things are locked. Is this a salesman?
Greetings!
It's a merchant, but not a merchant.
He's got swords in his back and never picks his teeth with an axe. Barbarians.
What are you looking at?
Locked. Yeah, when you start really looking at it, just because there's a door there does not mean much of anything. Are we crossing the bridge? Yes, we are. Like, this one's not even bothering to say it's a door. It doesn't even say locked.
Don't do that again.
It's a winery. Interesting. I bet the winery does have some storyline plot to it that we'll get to eventually. So the this is kind of the bridge right now, and this is
Trouble?
walking out of the bridge. They just built houses. Yeah, it becomes painfully clear that there's a lot of doors that aren't doors.
It's covert, perhaps?
I entreat you to protect me. I surrender myself unto you.
There's like a dead body and all this. I don't know if any of this.
I entreat you to protect me. I surrender myself unto you.
We're probably gonna run into things if we aren't careful. We'll just run into entire sections of the game that aren't intended for us to look at or see. Let's see.
Got a foolproof method for exercising witches.
No. Oh,
Staring.
Alchemy supplies. We might as well go get that.
Eyes that pop out.
Go purchase those. Let's see. Where is he? I bet above us.
Ah.
Yeah, he is. So, once again, we're in that problem of we can't reach where we want to reach.
Oh!
Like, we can take these stairs up to get to this point, to get down here.
We get a bonus for working in piss poor weather.
You again. I've changed the code word. Show me what you have in stock.
Alright. So I do have quite a lot of this gold. So I can buy this and maybe two. And we'll buy the book just in case. I don't think... Ooh. Make an alcohest. And I'm missing something to make a white gold. Missing Arimi. Interesting. So I'm missing a specific plant to make another white gold, which I need. So I'll probably have to talk to an herbalist for that. Is there anything I could sell to get the 1141 crowns needed? Let's see. I'm not thinking so. Does not look so. Yep. Nothing I can sell.
Take care.
But I did get an item of interest. Let's see. Not that food. And not these ingredients. This book, The Cult of Freya. Freya, the guardian mother and treacherous, has put a thing the warriors say to pray for trails, well as blah 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 blah. It's part of a quest. That's all I know. But if there's a cult, I bet they happen on occasion to hide and go underground. And that's exactly what we're looking for. Is an underground passage. Nope. That failed to give us any
let it rain.
new quests or anything. I think if I go up this direction, I will get in the temple. This direction. Stuck on a stone or something. None of these feel like public access ways.
Looks like rain.
Hell or fire, light up my life. Oh, I meant.
So, could there be an entrance to a secret passage somewhere here?
The weather draws me down, it does.
You are brutal, but your heart knows not the true fire.
Should I attempt to walk on the edge? If I could get in there. It does occur to me, the thought to just burn, like attack everything right now. Attack all these priests, see if I can kill them all. There are some guards around, in heavy armor, though. I suspect they would manage to kill me. Oh, here's the back area.
We get a bonus for working in piss poor weather.
So a big chunk of this area is being blocked off. Why not? And this goes just around here. Doesn't seem like there's... Well, there's something here. Not a lot. Not anything game changing. So there's like no doorways.
We get a bonus for working in piss poor weather.
There's like this brick wall. But it doesn't look like you can break the brick wall. You can walk through the brick wall, of course. Because this is magic brick wall, you can just walk through it. Everybody knows that, right? You can walk through brick walls. Assassin's Gauntlet. I'm craning my neck. Interesting, what is that? it says cavern. Did we go in a cavern like that? We will definitely have to check that out.
Magic. A place of power.
Draw that power for our Igni sign. No real reason. Oh, since it's an Igni sign, they may be cool with that being there. Since this is the place of the eternal flame. And I bet it is an eternal flame, actually. If you consider that that might be actually keeping it alight, the place of power. Just don't see anything. Don't see anything else. If there's any way down, any way towards.
When it rains, it pours.
Secret passage or something. I just don't know what it is. I think we've been around this island enough. And if it was gonna be, if there was gonna be a passage, I would think it would be right here. Somehow in this building, or digging right under this. Otherwise we are stuck. Yep, we are stuck. Okay, so time to save the game. Resume. Let's see if we can do this. Hit the water, hit the water, hit the water! Good. So, we see this cavern here. Let's go there. And then if we can't, if that cavern goes nowhere or has nothing to do with anything, we are looking for, we will fast travel to the other location and see if we can at least find that piece. It's just strange. I find it hard to believe that there would be the cavern would be all the way over here to get under the Temple Isle. Explore the passages under Temple Isle. I imagine this was a different way we could have tried to save Dudu. Not Dandelion instead of using Dudu. That there might have been a whole series of sequences there that we just didn't see, didn't need to see. Burn off some steam and killing. Drowners. So whatever bright light we saw in that location does not seem to be getting repeated as we got closer. The bright light was right here. So we swim out, we dive, we turn around, we look best we can. Yep, not seeing anything. I think the cave or cavern entrance or fast travel cavern. Well, here's a cavern. What is this map gonna show me? Nothing. Oh, this is the cavern with this guy. What level is he? 19? Level 19 golem. Let's see. Do we have anything that would work against the golem? Well, let's check our bestiary, which is over here. Elemental, dragons, relics. I don't think I have any information on golems. Hybrids. Draconids. Cursed ones. Nope. I have no idea. So even if I did have an oil that would help, I could go Elemental oil. Ah, we're in combat anyways, okay. Let's see. We'll stick with Ard, and we'll stick with some bombs. Going well at all. Yeah, this is not gonna work. Let's see. And all I'm seeing here is a couple things being guarded by him. When we got to the edge of the map, it doesn't look like this map is going any further. So instead of killing myself trying to fight that, which is all that could possibly happen, we will abandon our attempt again. It's bugging me. It's definitely bugging me that that thing is there. So we're not gonna go search the ruins of this castle. I cannot figure out how to get under into the passages. Guess fast travel to that point. And then we will set our path. At our levels, we probably could get some of these question marks, but I don't know which ones. So it would be a very strange system of going. It would be a very strange system in which we still have a lot of problems. under this lake as we swim through it? It's a little strange for a lake to be sitting here. Doesn't look like there is anything here. Just a little fish pond. Find the diagrams of all the elements of the Catskill gear. Which means we... What are these, bad guys? Yep, level 7 bandits. There you go, horse burn. We haven't been to this area. In we go. Into the castle. Wrong one. Up we go. Help ourselves with the lighting situation. Ooh. That was helpful. Climb up. Nothing out here. So this is a castle ruins. Nothing out here. Keep working our way up. I think people would loot the castle. It's a little bit better than this.
Strange. As if a whirlwind came through. Want to explore the tower.
Gotta explore the on track. Let's see. That's the white lady. That's the quest we were gonna do anyways. It's no real surprise that the quests we did now and the treasure quest are lining up. The ones we didn't do are lining up in the same location because, like I was saying before, they've got, seems like just 2 here, but sometimes it's more. It's closer to 3. Like, yeah, there's something over there that needs to be explored. 2 or 3 things in the same place. That way you have a couple chances at least to be directed towards actually being in the location. Let's see, keep on working our way down. The white lady is just gonna be a wraith. And it might also explain a little bit why. Is this the level we came in on? I don't think it is.
What trail leads to the cellar?
Oops. So, to the cellar we go. Let's see. have a wraith oil we can put on here? Spectre. We'll put that on there. Getting a lot of stuff just because of where we are in the story. Cool.
Ghouls tracked the body downstairs, but it wasn't their kill. Skin's unnaturally pale, cracked.
Nothing that can be gotten from the ghoul. Let's work our way back up. Yeah, this is where we entered.
Might want to look around some.
It's a wolf. That's interesting. The School of the Wolf. Oh, here's some
Deep, uneven tracks. Someone fled blindly in a panic.
Yeah, we're doing like both quests at the same time. Not even bothering to switch back and forth. So that led to this. And so if I go backwards and follow this, how far does this go?
Dried blood, really old. The singeing, on the other hand, is fresh, unnatural. Medallion vibrates near it. Whatever he saw just before he died gave him quite a scare. Hard-headed men. Bodies dried to a crisp. Signs of burns. Noon Wraith did this. All signs point to a Noon Wraith. She's avoiding me. Gotta find something that belonged to her. She'll have to show then.
Interesting. So we know it's a Noon Wraith. We pretty much knew it was a Noon Wraith already. And let's see. So if I look down here, now that I've seen the wolf symbol, will I see anything new? Nope. It wouldn't surprise me if there was like a whole buried treasure aspect to this game that I just haven't even unlocked yet. Right. Did we go down? No, we didn't. Obviously, we got stuff here to loot, and we have been. If it's one thing that's needed, is we can tell that we haven't been somewhere if we haven't looted. Those are nice little breadcrumbs that we can leave ourselves. Axeman's gauntlets. Cat school gear. So now we have it. And then this door. BD. So that's it for that. We have 3 of 7 pieces, and we cannot figure out how to get to that location. So as far as treasure hunts go, we are done. As far as secondary things, we are done. Secondary quests, we are done. So we only have the White Lady. That's the only Witcher contract. So we need to talk to the widow about the Noon Wraith. And then we need to talk to somebody else about the Noon Wraith. Oh, the horse. The horse attacked me. You really gonna consider the horse an enemy? Yeah, the horse is an enemy. This horse does not like me. I'm getting my butt kicked by a horse. Alright, forget the horse. And there's no real place to run. So to fast travel to, so I'll just run to the location.
Greetings, Witcher.
Hear about the White Lady.
As I hoped. I notice it's been hanging so long, sun's near bleached it blank.
Seems your White Lady's a Noon Wraith.
That means... Gods, poor Lucy.
Lucy. She was gonna marry, right?
Yeah. Her parents swore her to a smith from the city. Well-to-do, sure, but older and more brittle than elven ruins. Lucy ran from the altar out into the fields, where she slashed her veins. Used the silver dagger she'd gotten for the betrothal. Wait, let me show you.
I've done this contract completely backwards. I
Lucy's
was
parents couldn't bear
supposed to
sell
talk
it.
to her
Bury
very
it
first.
eaten. They left it in my care.
I want to send her away, but I've got to bring her close, lure her first. I need an object that belonged to her. Dagger would be perfect.
Take it, but kill Lucy. Promise me. She shouldn't suffer no more.
Is that all I can do? I thought there was more to this quest. Talk to the widow. I failed that part. Yeah, because I did it so backwards that, like, talk to the widow about the Noon Wraith. Talk to the widow. Throw the silver thing. Doesn't seem like it's gonna matter. It might affect our XP a little bit. but I'm not even sure it will do that. So interesting. This will be an interesting outcome. So if it's a Wraith, we know it's Jordan. We also know that it should probably be a different bomb. There's like some kind of plant here. These little bushes. Rydo. I don't know if I have been collecting Rydo. It looks just like a regular plant to me. So I'll go ahead and collect it all, since that seems to be a unique plant. Something I'm unfamiliar with. Alright, we're at the fire. Now's the time to save the game. I think it will have us meditate.
Oh yeah, Noon Wraiths never come out after dusk.
So, after dusk, I'm gonna go 2 hours past there, so it's not as strongest, is my thought. At least that's my thought. I don't know if that's true or not. That if we stay away from noon, they might be less powerful.
Let's dance.
Raids are nothing to be trifled with. I have to admit, they are. Forgot to drink this. Sucking my life. See that? She was totally sucking the life out of me. The White Lady. Collect your reward from the widow. The reward we never even negotiated. Take note of that. And look, there are people now that because it's daytime. We never even negotiated a reward, so I don't know if that what she's gonna pay me is just gonna be the basic or anything at all. Not that I really care about the reward, but it might be some rare item.
Greetings, Witcher.
Problem solved. You can go back to your fields.
Thank you. Your coin. And may fortune smile upon you.
So contract completed. Contract with the White Lady. 260 experience and 261 crowns. Interesting. And we're done. That's where we're gonna wrap it up here. We have no more quests that we can do in Velen or Novigrad. We are going to continue the main objective, find a boat headed for Skellige. Unless this quest that between these 3 boats actually adds more quests to this area, we are done with this area for now. We're gonna go to Skellige and the Skellige Isles and start working it. We have spent a lot of episodes and a lot of time in Novigrad, in Valen. I have half a thought to come back here, but there's just like nothing being marked as a reason. And same is true for White Orchid. I have half a thought to go back to White Orchid, but there's not really anything to be marked. I could go back to the herbalist and talk to her and tell her a friend is somewhat safe. Somehow I think I missed this bandit camp too, but that's it. That's all that's in all of White Orchid. And look how small White Orchid feels and looks now. Now that we have spent all this time in Valen and Novigrad. Still nothing in Kaer Morhen. That's probably going to be all that. And then we have all kinds of new stuff. As we start hitting each one of these notice boards, we're gonna see a whole bunch of question marks appear. I hope not too much of it is actually on the ocean, because I realize these are islands and all that. What I'm more hoping is that things will just be closer together and the monsters will be a little bit stronger, so walking from even this city to this city will be a pretty big journey. Even from here to here, I bet it's going to be a bigger journey. But yeah, we're going to start working on that next time. This is the end of this episode. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me, you can do that by clicking on my name, Rydo. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media site, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.